your life.
Yeah. So, like, the question is from, naturally from chaos to clarity, from clarity to chaos. So, like, naturally, it comes in many people's life, the soul searching. You are looking what is really real, what can satisfy me. Yes, soul searching. So we look in outside. Body mind complex. Body you have given because of your desire. The different people are born to fulfill their script, their dream. Like, look at the family of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson got fulfilled what he loved doing because when you do what you love, then you're 100% in it, 100% in it. And then you are not there as a ego. Only your life become musical. So never do a thing which you just like or do not like. Just a not enjoying it. The passion in it. So when, of course, that's where the tools of reading astrology, they give you angle and insight where you really, are passionate doing things. Why? Because there are people who are total, completely into dancing, some in music, some doctor, some engineer, all different expression. What that means is that when you are even little thing become a meditation. When you're cleaning the floor, you're 100% in it. You're enjoying it. You're not there, and that is a meditation. Then there are people who do criminal activities, and I don't recommend, but they get so 100% in it. So that's why somebody said saint and sinner are the same in different direction. That means whatever 100% you're doing, it transcends you. So meditation is just the word. The means that you are unified, wholeness. So some people enjoy working with the elders, some with the children. Children, if you have a child heart, naturally you like because they have their aura, energy, innocence, and they relate to you that way. And easily you can communicate with them. Like some people, uh, they love the animals because their heart is close to them. They can relate that way. So no matter what the action, whatever the you are doing, but you be you know total into it, and They're the great enlightened people. They transcend the beyond the doing and thinking. They look like, for example, many yogis. They're sitting there. They're not just sitting with a blanket, look like Neem Karoli Baba, for example, with a one blanket sitting, and other people, if they analyze with their mental mind, they will think, oh, is he a beggar or what? But he, of course, he's begging the world peace. They have a different kind of royalties. Uh, Royalty, why they are the real royalty? Because they want nothing, because they are grateful to the gracefulness of the Lord, uh, or you can say Mother Nature, whatever word you put. The wordings and words confuse people because they make their own meaning, their own conditioning, own programming, and fight with each other. So, in the religions, when you transcend the words and understand the intelligence, then you can relate to any people. Like I can easily explain and communicate any person from any religion in any technique, any method. Why? Because once you it's like a a barman who understands the chemistry of the drinks. He can make any drink anytime. So is the inward understanding. Knowing the oneself, all else is known. And that's what is the creative intelligence. So when you don't waste your life and time into unnecessary empty degrees and enjoying profession, then naturally you're looking for the real, and real you are. You don't need to, you will find that you are. Don't get just distracted. Come out of the programming and conditioning, which again and again our society, as we were talking, 4P in the childhood: parental conditioning, parent P, and police, and then preacher and uh, politician. So, knowingly, unknowingly, we get programmed. Oh, I'm capitalist, I'm democratic, I'm communist. All these are different programming and conditioning. People waste many years of life, time, energy, not knowing that they all are the same. What change you will make in a dream? All dream is the same. Well, even if you uh, change a rabbit into a peacock in a dream, it's still a dream. So therefore, wake up to the light of who am I beyond the name and form and beyond the artificial changes. Be real and don't waste time with the unreal. It's not achieving or becoming, it's unlearning. It's because being you already are, all it is not get distracted, or not get programming and conditioning. That's simple. So is the culture today with the books, videos, and the real master will tell that all the books, throw them in the water, or leave your mind beyond you enter the gate. And that makes sense that how can I give you wisdom when you're already loaded and filled up with the bookish? And that's how it happens. That, like, suppose there is a cup and you have orange juice and it's filled up with orange juice. How can you put milk in it? You have to empty out the old so you can put the milk.
Andrew, for real estate, he said, throw the books in the water. Question
Yeah,
mark.
that means you have to transcend. Transcend means that, like, it's a to understand the Maya with the mind is not possible. So you have to transcend, like, how how can you wake up yourself when you are in the dream? You have to transcend the dream in order to wake up. So have you woke up yourself? Uh, Someone else wake you up. So, like, it appear like someone else. The mechanism is that you have to transcend that state, means you have to go beyond the body mind, then you understand. And it is very, very simple and easy. Like, prison is still a prison. Like, suppose it is made up of iron or silver or gold, and if I'm in this room and if this room is made up of gold walls and all that, but it's still the same prison.
Still present.
Yeah, so mind changes, you know, the metals and conditioning, but it's still another conditioning. So there is nothing else to change except the change itself. And that what that means is that uh, be who you are, be who really you are, be thyself. And then when you wake up, then you need to forget or kick out the dream. Oh, dream, you were dreaming me. No, automatically it goes. When you go, the shadow goes by itself. So we have forgotten enjoying the bliss and became the slave of the slave. Slaves already they are the senses, all these five senses and mind, they themselves are slaves, but they start acting as they are the royalties. So then, in other stage, senses means these five senses, five fragmentations: listening, seeing. Listening means that there are people who are addicted to music, external music. Of course, it feels forgetfulness. They are just, high. These are five senses, taste. There are people who are addicted to the food and the different taste. They'll travel all over the world to eat all kinds of foods. They think they are the smartest. So senses, five senses. Then the who who enjoys actually the mind through the tongue and the food. So mind Still another uh, defragmentary because ego. Then what is the real royalty? Real royalty is which is not two, which is not born out of, which is immortal to begin with. So that is the unified wholeness. And that is what you really are. And then when you are born, so then you identify to the time illusion and the body illusion. And then you start seeing this is me. So the body and mind take over. So uh, it's like the car which you drove you put the car there, not that you get identify, you bring the car here and start worshipping. And there are people who get identified to the car, houses, and the same way the people identify to the body and they worship the body and mind, thinking that is the ultimate. So it's like limited. It is born out of the infinite, but when you we get identified, it's like the weed in the garden. Weed take over on the real the same way. So it's the knot between the unbounded consciousness, wholeness, to the limited, tiny. So it's like you hire a servant, and then after a few days, the servant says he's the owner, and he start ordering you. Exactly the same way, the eternal spirit and then the body, then the mind, and mind become the king, and that's what in today's life all over the world the mind rules. Mind good as a tool, but the ego like a ghost, you know. And so 95% are ghost people, ghost walking. The reality is that they think they are the doers, and they're smart doers with their computers and analyzing tools. And but in real, if you see from the angle of a wise one or a yogi, then he'll say they are just walking ghost. What is ghost? Ghost means what died in the past. And it is so because all the mind analyzes is the past into future, known to more known, but it is all in the field of the mental, knowing, unknowing, knowing, like the whole world focusing on things, better bathroom, after 10 years, new model of car, new Moro. It's all the same repetition with the different colors and different code, but it's the same.
Just more money.
Yeah, it's the model changes, but it's the same. It's like a dream. Dream is the same, but it has different script, different movies. Like we have made many tapes, and then I realized that to make hey, actually the real journey begin beyond the words. And that's why in the ancient time, people will not communicate, but commune means with the oneness. And that's what animal kingdom, commune, different word than communicate, communicate without the two-ness, without the words, non-verbal, more real and deeper. So beyond the words, through silence. But suppose if we start doing satsang through silence, then how many people will hear and listen and see eye to eye? Very few. So, hallelujah.
Andrew's always online, huh?